Hello, this is Intermodal Trucker. My name is Larry, and here is some drone footage from our trip up to the UP of Michigan. This is Lake of the Clouds. There we are. And as you know, John sees a drone, he gets excited. I don't think he wanted to run at this one because the cliff was right behind it, so that kept him from running at the drone, I guess. I don't know what really happened here. I don't know if when we took there's like a gimbal protector that's inside of the drone, and you have to remove that before you turn it on so the gimbal can calibrate and everything. And then there's a little cover that snaps on over it. I don't know if I touched it and it kind of fogged it a little bit, but you can see things are a little hazy, but it's still some pretty cool footage. So I decided let's put it up here. There was a couple other snowmobilers that were up here with us. We didn't know them or nothing. They were just checking us out flying the drone. And as you'll see later, we actually kind of drew a big crowd. Well, this guy's right on the edge. One more step, buddy. One more step. There I was like, ooh, let's get close-up footage of this guy falling off. But there you can see the cliff. She goes down pretty good. There's the big lake over there to the left, and then you can see how the river runs all through here. This is the Porcupine Mountains. It's a state park up in the UP of Michigan. The closest town to it is going to be Silver City, Michigan. And you're going to have to excuse me. This is my first flight. Well, actually, I did one other flight, but it wasn't off a cliff. And this was not my drone. So I was very leery of it. So I was trying to get my flight skills kind of a little bit up to par before I went too crazy here. This is actually a DJI Maverick Pro, if you want to check out the drone. And you can see how that river goes off through the mountain range there. I decided to go on down here and check out these cliffs. It's a beautiful drone. And the wind up here was probably around 20 to 25 miles per hour. And this drone handled it perfectly. There was no fluttering around or nothing. The drone auto-corrects itself, keeps itself exactly where you're headed or where you have it hovering and stuff. And it just works awesome. Right in here, I'm probably about 150 to 200 feet up in the air. And just doing a slow fly. You could kind of see that little, kind of like little arc on the screen. That's from the protective case that goes over the camera. It kind of reflects back a little bit. From what I understand, you're supposed to pull that off for like really crystal clear stuff. But it was snowing and blowing around and everything else. And I felt like I should just keep the protective cover on there. I didn't want to get water into the camera. These are the cliffs way down. You'll turn around here, you'll see that I'm quite a ways away. See, I'm back over in that other cliff over there. So there's no line of sight to the drone. The drone is only, maybe a foot and a half long or so. And it's white with like black. It's white and black. So pretty hard to see. So I'm just flying off the screen. And I probably should have returned it because we saw on we had it hooked up to an Apple phone, John's phone, and we saw it was hazy. But the thing with Apple's product is any snowmobiler or fisherman, outdoor fisherman, or ice fisherman can tell you. Anybody out in the winters, they can tell you that those Apple products, they're not good in the winter. Their batteries die really fast, and sometimes you pull them out of your pocket and they won't even turn on. They're like frozen. So I didn't know if it was the phone. I was hoping it was just the phone, but it turned out that the whole picture kind of was hazy. But it's still some beautiful country. At this point, John wanted me to return and he wanted me to go down on the in front of the cliff that we were at, and he wanted me to go down real low and then come right up in the cliff side and come right up in front of us to kind of get a picture. So I was obliging him and flying back. Well, you can see us up there, way up there in the top left corner. That's us up there. And boy, if you can't went off that edge, that's a ways down there. I'd say it's probably about 150 straight down shot. You can see now we've gained a couple more people as an audience. And here John wanted me to go down the cliff. And he kept saying, get closer to the cliff, come closer. I'm looking at the screen, I'm like, John, there's trees down there. I can't get right up on the cliff. They kind of stick out and the cliff doesn't go all the way straight down. There's an angle, so you can see how close I was getting to these trees down here. I was like, yeah, that's enough. Here he is. He's like, come closer, come closer. I was really nervous about this. It has sensors on the drone that it's not supposed to fly into something, but like I said, it wasn't my drone, so I did not feel the most comfortable with it. You can see us over there. Oh, and here comes a crowd. We actually ended up with a pretty good crowd. John's telling me there's walking paths, like hiking paths, all down through here, and and you can see a bridge that goes across this river from when we were up there. So he's like, go down there and check out that bridge. When I took off, on the screen it tells you your height, and when I took off, I went up 15 feet, and that was because up there where we're standing up on that cliff, that was 15 feet from where I took off. Then I went out over the edge, and as I was going down here, I was trying to get down into this river valley here and kind of stay away from the trees. You can see I got a little bit closer. There's that walking path. In the wintertime, they do snowshoe hiking back in there. But I actually got down in there, and on the screen of the phone, it said that I was negative 259 feet. So that was about 270 feet down to where I am now, and you figure I was probably another 50 feet. So it's probably around 300 to probably 330 down into there from off the cliff we were at. And I decided here to follow the river. And you can see it's got open water in it, so it must have a pretty good current that goes through there, keeps that open, because it was pretty much about 0 degrees when we were up here, and it's been cold up there quite a few times. I just kept following the river down here, and I still had plenty of battery power left, but the problem was the wind was behind us. So I had to fly back into the wind, and I thought, you know what? Let's just hit the return to home button. So I pushed the button, and now the drone is flying itself, and it's going to come right back to me. There's the cliff that we're on. And you can see off in the distance behind us, that's actually Lake Superior. I'm not doing anything with the controls right now. This thing is flying itself. I can operate the camera. I could take over flying. I could cancel the return to home. You can see the people, the crowd of people coming up there. But, you just kind of let it do its thing. And what it'll do is it'll fly over your home port, and it'll usually be like 200 and some feet up in the air. And it finds the GPS spot where he took off, and then it starts to descend close to there. Then when it gets real close, then it uses the footage when it took off. It takes pictures of the area where it landed, and that's how it pinpoints that area. There you can see the rock walls around us and stuff. The problem was it came down and it said, unsuitable for landing. We tried to use those rocks there up there to use for landing, but it didn't work. So there you guys go. If you like this, click on the subscribe. To the right of subscribe is the bell. Hey, and also give me a thumbs up. And down below, write me a comment, inquiry, question. I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. Till next time, guys, have a great day. And if it's not, let's try again tomorrow. See you later.